Hey guys, it's Eric here at Farpoint Farms. Today, I'll be taking a look at a pair of Radioddity HD2 FRS radios. These get overlooked by the core, hardcore group of radio viewers that usually come to my channel. But for those who are looking for simple two-way communications around the farm, or around a business, or around a job site, these things are pretty darn awesome. Effective range on FRS is really dependent on terrain, but you can expect about 1.5 miles guaranteed. And then beyond that, it gets a little sketchy. But people talking 4 or 5 miles out is not unheard of, especially in wide open areas. This area here in the mountains, that's probably not going to happen. But for business use, these are pretty awesome. For hunting, keeping track of other hunters in the area, that's a great way to use these, things like that. Anyway, let's open this thing up. I have a set of Midland FRS radios that I've had for years that have served me very well, like crawling around underneath the house, trying to fix plumbing or electrical issues. I've got one, Jen's got one. We're able to talk without having to pound on the floor of the house and scream through the floorboards trying to figure out what's going on. There's a lot of reasons you would want something like this. Also with our spring box, sometimes she'll be up top telling me if the pump's running, so on and so forth. This comes in a nice blow molded case, which is kind of cool. And let's see what we got here. It is 2 radios, so you're good to go. And I do just take a look. It's kind of cool to have this all-in-one setup here. And the radios themselves, we get those out, get the baggies off everything here. And Radioddity makes some great radios when it comes to FRS, GMRS, and their walkie talkies in general are just kind of cool. Let's see what else we got here. I'm not sure what that is. Oh, carabiners. Huh. Very cool idea. I approve of this. Get those out and we'll just show you what we got there. And then our batteries here. I love the fact that they're like a neon color. Kind of keep you from losing this stuff. I lost a BB gun way back in the day when I was a kid. I dropped it in the woods. Guess what? When something's flat black and has brown handles, you're not finding it, especially if you dropped it 60, 70 feet back, which is the case for me. All right, here is what they look like. Let me go ahead and show you the rest of this stuff. It does come with a wall wart and a 2-in-1 USB to USB-C connector, so we can charge both of these things. And lastly, rounding it out, we do have 2 wrist straps that are included in the kit, which is nice. Only bummer I'm seeing, these are the clips for the back. They have to be screwed in. My eyesight, even with my good glasses on today, is a little rough, so I won't be attaching those, but they do come with that. All right, and the carabiners is a really cool idea. I actually almost feel like that's probably a better call to use that than it is to use these. So you can attach, instead of the clip, you can attach this, and then hook it through your carabiner and on your belt. It ain't going nowhere. You can run all you want. It's not going to fall off, right? All right, so that's cool, that's cool, that's cool. The carabiner is a very good idea, in my personal opinion. I would go with that if I was going to use this in camping or hunting or whatnot. User manual, there's not much to it, because guess what? FRS radios, thankfully, not much to it. Let's see here. It is 12 pages in English. And it does have the 22 FRS channels, 2 watts in the 1 through 7, half a watt for channels 8 through 14, and then 2 watts from channels 15 to 22. Just keep that in mind if you're picking a channel to chat on. It doesn't say what, I was hoping it might talk about length of battery life, but it doesn't really talk about that, unfortunately. It does have some information on the menus that we'll get into here, but honestly, this is pretty standard stuff here, which I love. As far as the radios themselves go, very simplistic design. You can't remove the antenna on an FRS radio. They're hardwired in there. But we do have a water-resistant place. That's where you're going to put your charging cable into. It also does have a conventional Vox setup, earphone, and mic jack there. It doesn't come with that kit, but you can add any setup you want there. Push to talk. And we do have some up and down buttons here for channel. Up on top, on, off, and volume, and an SOS button. And then in here on the base here, we have menu, monitor and scan, group, M and W and call, as well as our speaker and mic, and a little teeny screen there to round it out. I kind of like it. In fact, my Midland FRS radios, they've got some years on them. Maybe I'll just hang on to these beauties instead. We'll see. Anyway, let me get the camera closer and we'll take a close-up look at the radio, and then I'll leave this one on. I'll take a walk with the other one and we'll see what it sounds like at range. Let's do it. All right, some other things that are really cool about this radio, you can actually press and hold, or press the menu button 8 times in a row, and it turns on vibrate. So it'll actually buzz you to let you know you got an incoming call. I think that's interesting, although I'm not sure. I guess if you were hunting, that would be a really kind of neat feature to have. As far as the menu, let's get into that again. And we've got channel switching. We've got CT, CSS, and DCS tone switching. We've got call alert switching. We have our high and low power sensitivity. We have our scan. We have Roger beep, which we've turned on. I don't know what the U1 is. Not sure about that one. Yeah, those two I'm not sure about. And then we're back to it. So let me see if I can find out what that. Oh, low battery. That's what that is. So that's what you got there. Yeah, let me back out here. I like them. All right, let me do the thing here. I'm going to turn this on, channel 1. I'm going to turn the volume up. And I'm going to turn this one on.
1.
And let's see. Hello, 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 hello. Okay, I am going to go for a walk. I'm going to take my mic off, put it here by the unit, and let's see what it sounds like when I go downrange.
A crummy day here today, but it is anything but. Actually, the sun is out. It's beautiful. All right, so this is just, 50 feet outside the door, but let's keep walking. We're here in mid-August now, late August, really, and I'll tell you, got a lot done this year, but nothing that was actually on the list. I had so much stuff I needed to get done working on the farm. And I spent most of my summer working on the garage, getting it all souped up and fixed up, which was really nice. And, I did some smaller projects. We had some deck repairs we had to do, that kind of stuff. Anyway, I'm down about, I'd say, 500-600 feet now. And hopefully it's still sounding all right. I'm going to head on down and get the mail. So we'll be going about 1,500, maybe 1,600 feet from here, because I'm up at the top. All right. I am down here at the lower barn, where the critters used to be. We don't have any critters right now. It's kind of sad. Had to get rid of the chickens and turkeys and haven't had a chance to get them back. But, so I'd say 600-700 feet right now. I'm going to walk it down to the bottom here and we'll wrap this video up. All right. All the way down to the mailbox, nothing in the mail. Not always as fun to find out the hard way. But hopefully you've enjoyed this little range test / audio review on the Radioddity HD2 FRS Radios. I like them a lot. Anyway, I'll leave a link where you can get them, and I'll see you next time, my friends. Take care.